today is our 162nd anniversary. And one thing I told my colleagues is the nice thing about an anniversary is you can look back and you can look forward. And the message we give our colleagues is fairly simple. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, I want people to be able to look back at this time and say that the BPI group, management and staff, left the bank in better shape than when they got it. And so what we're looking for is steady, continuous growth. Very much like what we've seen in the past. We have been able to show steady, continuous growth in times of considerable economic volatility. If you go back to the mid-80s, if you go back to some portion in the 90s. Can you imagine what we can do in times of economic growth? Personally, that makes me so excited.
Many of you were around when we launched this last March, was on the agribusiness space. We launched 3 or 4 months ago what we call the BPI Agribusiness Solutions. And we were basically trying to get this very important sector to be more robust. And I think there's a very, very quick background, some macro numbers there. The agricultural sector accounts for 12% of the GDP and 35% of the labor force. So that's a big component. And if that is not revitalized by the government and by everyone in the banking sector, we won't be able to really move ahead economically. And the government's also saying that we need to make that a more robust sector because of if we want inclusive growth, that's the only way we can, or that's one major way we can make a dent in this one.
We believe consumer loans continue to be very robust. Our growth for our consumer loans, particularly on the retail mortgage side, which a lot of you constantly ask me, grew close to 19% retail mortgage in June versus June last year. So we're very bullish about that. But allow me this time to talk about what we are doing in terms of supporting the BSP's financial inclusion thrust. I want to talk about 2 programs that we have in consumer lending. First is our thrust to try to get people in the Philippines to be a lot more entrepreneurial. Our Kanegosyo franchise loans, which we launched in 2011. Today, it's one of our pillars of our lending, our commercial lending program in BFB. We were recognized for it by the Philippine Franchise Association.
We are positioning the bank to frankly support the growth of and benefit from the growth of our local economy. One of the things we're doing and we are announcing today is the outsourcing of our IT. We will be outsourcing our infrastructure part of our technology operations. The reason we're doing that is because we believe that is the best way to scale up quickly. Right? We have to get used to and not be afraid of and take advantage of the much higher growth rates that are coming our way. And if that means that we have to outsource part of our IT, the infrastructure part of it, the data center part of it, to be able to support that growth, we will do it. And that's what we've done.
As you know, it has been our mission really to bring banking to a greater majority of our people. So it's not just the accessibility to banking, but rather for our customers and for everyone else who decides to bank. The important thing is to make sure that banking is no longer viewed as a chore. It is something that can be delightful because it is going to be easy, it's going to be convenient. And so we focus on the customer experience. And to do that, we have been slowly innovating a few things in the different channels, in the different touch points of our customers for BPI. These touch points would include the branch, the internet, because we are also present in the internet space, in the mobile devices, as well as in our call center, as well as the ATMs around the country. And what we've done is we've tried to enhance the way that we interact with the customer in each of these touch points. As the bank celebrates 162 years of banking in the country, thumbs up for BPI and our customers.